The end of an era for two Northwest Tennessee television personalities. In Tiptonville, about 100 miles north of Memphis near Reelfoot Lake, Coy Leake and Cecil Deal are calling it quits after more than a decade of informing and entertaining folks in Lake and Obion counties. Action News 5's West Tennessee reporter Tommy Stafford tells their story.
It's a usual breakfast at Dottie Downing's Lakeview restaurant just across from Reelfoot Lake. Good food, good service, and the local cable show with Coy and Cecil.
They keep up with everything that goes on with the schools, and we have a lot of people from out of state that come and spend the summer in the campgrounds, and they all watch it.
Good morning. Welcome to the Trading Post. This morning we have some good things to tell you about.
For over a dozen years, Coy Leake and Cecil Deal have been waking up people all over Lake and Obion counties with their cable Channel 2 program. It's kind of like what you see here on Action News 5, but with more of a homespun sort of news, covering everything from presidents to plane crashes. While Coy does the daily Trading Post, Cecil's at the controls. Then when it's Cecil's turn to do community news, Coy takes over. Then Tammy steps in to do birthdays, anniversaries, and take live prayer requests and hospital updates right over the phone. It was April 10th, 1985, when Coy and Cecil first began their morning television program out of this old row of buildings in downtown Tiptonville. But 13 years later, the sun is finally setting.
We talked about it quite a bit, and then we decided to give it a try. Cecil went out and sold the commercials, and I got all the equipment together, and I really didn't think it'd last this long, but it did.
Sold 12 commercials. 9 of those sponsors are still with us. And at the time I sold the first 12 commercials, I told them that we would be on the air at least 30 days, and then from there we didn't know. And that was 13 years ago this past April.
Cecil says he's been called to the ministry in Jackson, Tennessee. Coy says after 13 years, it's time to hang it up on a positive note. But those who've known them best say they've made an impact here that will never be forgotten.
We've run into you several times at some of the other stories, like with the St. Louis Cardinals and President Clinton, and even the movie with Tommy Lee Jones, U.S. Marshals. We were just as much a part of that as NBC or CBS or Channel 5 out of Memphis.
There's still a chance that someone will come along and take over where this morning duo left off. But all agree there'll be a hard act to follow.
So you better be watching if you want to get in on this. Early bird gets to watch.
We have been watching Coy for 13 great years. Good luck to you and Cecil. In Tiptonville, Tennessee, Tommy Stafford, Action News 5.